Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. So as the title of this video suggests, I've used strictly black owned makeup products to do this entire beat down. And look at it. Like, are you guys loving this look as much as I am loving it? Because I'm seriously in love with this look. I am gagging over this look. I love this look. I know I'm being a bit extra, but I really love this look, really. So if you didn't know, Jackeina, very famous black YouTuber, Instagrammer, she posted this challenge of, you know, challenging YouTubers, Instagrammers, just people in general to do makeup looks based on only using black makeup products. So she did this in 2016. I've been wanting to do this challenge since then, but I decided why not do this the first day of February when we celebrate Black History Month. I used all black owned makeup to achieve this look. The only things that I didn't use that weren't black owned was my brushes, my sponge, my tweezer, my lash glue, and my setting spray. But besides that, everything else was completely black owned. For me, the inconvenience of black owned products is that they're not readily accessible, meaning that you can't just walk in a store and find them. So that was my biggest problem. And when you do find them, it's not like a Sephora where they have testers where you can test the products out before you buy them. So that was my drawback to, you know, getting these black owned products. So I started this video off using mostly Black Opal products because I'm very familiar with the Black Opal brand and they're very easily accessible. So I decided to start off with, you know, that brand for this video. But throughout the month, I'll do other videos that are black owned type videos where I'll be using different brands just to give you guys idea of what is out there on the market if you guys aren't aware of the different brands that are black owned. If you guys can't tell, I got full inspiration by this authentic kente cloth that was gifted to me by my African friend Ecos. Thank you. So as you guys can see, there's greens and purples and oranges, and that's kind of what gave me the vibe of the eye look. So yeah, and then I just made a little choker from the kente cloth. But I'm so feeling this look. I'm loving this look. I'm really loving this look. As always, all the products will be listed in the description box below, so you guys can go check that out. While you're down there, hit on that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, share this video, and until next time, stay beautiful and empowered. Mwah. Okay guys, so my face has been moisturized and I have some lip balm on my lip. So the first thing we're gonna do is prime our face, and I'm gonna take the Invisible Oil Blocking Mattifier by Black Opal and just apply this all over my face using my fingers. For brows, I'm gonna take this Black Opal eye pencil in the shade Coffee Bean to outline and fill in my brows. And then I'm gonna take a spoolie just to remove some of that product and make sure it's evenly distributed. To clean up my brows, I'm going to take the Black Opal Flawless Concealer in the shade Tan, and I'm just going to apply this under the brows and then blend it out using my fingers. For top of my brows, I'm going to take the foundation for today, and that's the Black Opal Pore Perfecting Liquid Foundation in the shade Hazelnut. And I'm just outlining the top of my brows, and with magic, boom, brows are completed. So again, for foundation, I'm gonna take the Black Opal Liquid Foundation in the shade Hazelnut, and I'm gonna apply this all over the face. And I'm just using my beauty blender to do this. And of course, I have to bring some down my neck to make sure everything is well blended. For concealer, again, I'm going to take this Black Opal Flawless Concealer in the shade Tan. And I'm just going to apply this in all the areas that I would conceal my face. If you want a more detailed full face routine, I did that. So I'll leave a link in the description box below where you guys can watch that. So I'm just gonna blend out all of these conceal areas, and I'm gonna use a brush to do this because this was a cream product, so I find that using brushes just blends cream product out better. Of course, I am going to go over it with my beauty blender because if I don't, it just won't feel right in my life. Yeah. So I'm just blending out these areas with the brush, and then for the nose, I'm taking a smaller brush to just blend out that nose highlight. Here you see I'm just going over those areas again with my beauty blender, and of course using the opposite side of my beauty blender where my foundation was to blend out the edges. Again, I have a full face routine that's more detailed that's in the description box below that you guys can watch to see a real step-by-step process of this. For contouring, I'm gonna take my Black Opal stick foundation in the shade Suede Mocha, and I'm gonna do some cream contouring today because, you know, I'm feeling a bit extra and I just want to do it extra up for Black History Month. I'm taking a different brush to blend this out. Again, it's a cream product and I just find that it gives a better finish using a brush to blend it out first. And I'm just blending out all the areas that I applied this stick foundation. And Black Opal products, they're so easy to blend out and it just looks like skin when you're finished. I really love using Black Opal products. They're like one of the best drugstore foundations I think that's out there. Again, I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend the edges between the contour and the highlight shade to make sure everything is nice and seamless. Because I didn't do any color correcting, I felt like under my eyes needed a bit more brightness and a bit more coverage. So I went in with my Shea Moisture concealer in the shade Fawn to just reinforce that highlight that I already did. This is a completely, you know, optional step. And I just took whatever that was left on my brush to run it under my contour. To set these concealed area, I'm going to take the Black Opal finishing powder in the shade Medium, and I'm using my beauty blender again to just apply this to all the areas that I concealed before. This is the first time I'm using their finishing powder and I really love the finish that it gave. For the remainder of my face, I'm going to take another finishing powder by Black Opal. This time it is in the shade Dark, and I'm just applying this all over my face, over my highlighted areas, just to tone it down and blend everything together properly. To reinforce my contour, I'm going to take the Shea Moisture bronzer in the shade Dusk to apply my bronzer. First I used a smaller, denser brush to apply it, but then I just went back to my regular fluffy brush to blend it out. And I'm just, you know, reinforcing those areas that I had put my cream contour shade. Now moving on to the eyes, I'm gonna first take again that Black Opal concealer in the shade Tan and use that as my base for the colors that I'm gonna apply, and I'm just gonna blend this out with a brush so it's nice and well blended, and then I'm gonna set it with the Black Opal Invisible Oil Blocking Powder. So the palette that I'll be using is the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette, and first I'm going to take the shade Morocco and I'm just going to apply this in my transitional area using windshield wiper motion, and I'm using a tapered blending brush to do this, and I'm just slowly building up the intensity of this orange shade, a very pretty shade. Next I'm going to take the shade Jezebel from that same palette, and I'm going to apply this more on my outer V area. So as you see, I'm packing on the shade on my outer V area first, and then I'm going to blend it, slowly blend it into my crease area. But the main focus is to really pack that onto the outer thirds of my eyes, and then just slowly blend it inwards in the crease area. Then I'm going to take the first brush that I use with the Morocco shade, and I'm going to blend both the Jezebel and the Morocco shade to make sure that there is no line of demarcation between the two shades. Going back into the palette, I'm going to take the shade Egypt. It's a very pretty green shade, and it is so rich and pigmented. And I need to tell you, this Juvia's Place palette, there's really no fallout from these shades. So after I do that, I'm gonna go back in with that brush that I use with a Jezebel to blur the line of demarcation between the Egypt shade and the Jezebel shade. And finally, I'm gonna take a clean brush to just blend the edges. Going back into the palette, I'm gonna take some Jezebel on a angled eyeliner brush and kind of do a semi baby wing. I'm gonna take the shade Morocco on a small detail brush and run that under my waterline. Inside my waterline, I'm gonna take the Shea Moisture Longwear eye pencil in the shade Purple to add a pop of color. And then I'm taking some more Jezebel with that angled eyeliner brush and kind of connecting that bottom waterline with that little wing I did, and then just blending everything into each other. For mascara, I'm taking the Shea Moisture Lengthening Mascara in the shade Black. Wasn't that impressed, but it will do. For lashes, I'm taking these Lena lashes in the shade Naomi. When I tell you this lashes is bomb, like it is so freaking bomb. I need to buy some more. For my inner tear duct, I'm taking this highlighter by Joe Michelle. It's in the shade Lovely, and I just pop that in my inner tear duct. So pretty. And the eyes are done. Going back to the face, I'm gonna take some more of that finishing powder in the shade Medium and just to redefine my contour. Again, for highlights, I'm taking that Joe Michelle Lovely Skin Highlighter. Listen, this highlighter, it is so pretty. And Joe Michelle is a fellow yardie, you know, Jamaican, so I had to, you know, really represent for the Jamaicans. And as you guys can see, I'm really feeling this highlighter. Like, look on the tip of my nose, like really. Going back into the palette, I'm going to take the shade Morocco and I'm going to use this as my blush for today. Now moving on to the lips, I'm going to take that Black Opal eye pencil in the shade Coffee Bean to outline my lips. Yep, the same pencil I use for my eyebrows. Now go with me. For lipstick, I'm going to take that Black Opal concealer in Tan and I'm applying it as a lipstick and then blending, using my fingers to blend it in with the outline of the pencil. It looks crazy, but I kind of like how it looks. Then I'm gonna take the lip lacquer in Kinky Pink by Colored Rain and I'm gonna apply this on top of it. Now I wanted a pinkish nude shade, so this is why I did this. So I removed most of the pink from the brush and I'm just making sure that I'm blending it in with the lines, and I'm taking a little bit more of that concealer and applying it in the center of my lips just to make it a bit more So for lip gloss, I'm taking this Black Opal Color Splurge in the shade Bliss. It has flexes of pink and shimmery gold. It's such a pretty lip gloss, really love it. Now I'm just gonna sweep away that finishing powder we put under there and just going over my face, you know, to make sure everything is nice and blended in, nice and even, flawless. And the final step is just applying some mascara to my bottom lashes, and that is it. Thank you guys for watching.